Every December, thousands of men fall back into the very patterns they swore they were done with. And it's not because they're weak. It's not because the holidays are crazy. It's because the holidays expose the parts of your life that you've been avoiding all year. More downtime, more stress, more travel, more emotions bubbling up, more unstructured days. And for many men, more loneliness than they want to admit. The holiday season is supposed to be joyful, but for the man battling porn, it can become one of the most vulnerable and dangerous stretches of the entire year. But here's the good news. You don't have to end this year the same man you were last year. You can walk into Christmas stronger, more grounded, more connected, and more in control than ever before. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to win that fight. On today's episode, we're going to walk you through the 7 tips to win the fight against porn addiction during the holidays. Let's call it what it is. The holidays disrupt your entire life. Your routine changes. Your environment changes. Your sleep changes. Your emotional world changes. Your responsibilities change. And when structure breaks, temptation thrives. You're traveling. You're in new bedrooms. You've got time off from work. You're around family that triggers old wounds. You're emotionally exhausted. And you're completely alone. And porn sneaks into those cracks. It shows up when you're bored. It shows up when you're stressed. It shows up when you're tired. It shows up when you're lonely. And it shows up when you don't have a plan. This is why many men get blindsided in December. This is why relapse spikes during Christmas and New Year. But brother, you don't have to be one of them. If you walk into the season with identity, intention, and a mission, you can win. You can grow. And you can walk into 2026 with the momentum you've never experienced before. Guys, before we dive in, I want to remind you what we do here at the Rebuilt Man Podcast. My name is Coach Frank Ritz, and in the last 6 years, we've dedicated our life and have successfully helped over 1,700 men just like you, those caught up in the depths of pornography addiction, take back control, rebuild their identities, rewire their mindsets, and step into a life of pure and absolute freedom. If you're new to the podcast, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us here on YouTube, make sure to turn those post notifications on. And at the end of the episode, I'm going to extend an invitation for you to join a brotherhood and community of men who are fighting this battle collectively together every single day. But let's dive into these 7 tips to win the fight against porn addiction during the Christmas holidays, because I know it can be one of the toughest times for a man who is struggling. Tip number 1 is you got to lock in your identity before the circumstances shift. Your freedom doesn't start with behavior. It starts with your identity, who you see yourself as. A man that walks into Christmas unsure of who he is will fall to whatever temptation is easiest. But the man who walks into Christmas grounded in who God created him to be walks differently. He thinks differently. He chooses differently. He resists differently. Write your identity statement every single morning this month. It can be something like this. I'm a disciplined man. I'm a leader. I'm a man who honors God with my eyes, with my body, and with my choices. Because when your identity is solid, your behavior becomes predictable. Tip number 2 here, build holiday structure. Because more time off can equate to more triggers. Let's be honest here. Time off from work is one of the biggest relapse traps on the planet. Men think, oh, I'll be fine. I'll just relax. But unstructured time always drifts towards unhealthy behaviors. So build a simple holiday structure. Your wake-up time consistent, your morning routine, lock in your daily 5. Have consistent movement, training, and exercise. Set alone time for prayer and quiet time. Set windows for work, family, and rest. You don't need a perfect schedule. What you need, though, is structure that protects your mind and will keep you grounded. Tip number 3 here is own your environment before it owns you. Most relapses don't happen because men are weak. They happen because he walks blind into an environment he never prepared for. If you're traveling, you'll experience things like new Wi-Fi, new rooms, new privacy, new devices, and less accountability. Don't wait until you're alone at 11:30 in a guest bedroom. Audit the environment before you get here. Ask yourself, where are the potential triggers? How can I set boundaries for myself in advance? What do I need to communicate to my spouse, to my accountability partner, or to my brothers inside the community? This is what real self-leadership looks like. You don't react to triggers. You anticipate them before they come. Tip number 4 is interrupt isolation, because the truth is holidays can amplify loneliness. You can be surrounded by family yet still feel completely alone. And isolation is the breeding ground of addiction. Brother, do not go silent this month. Stay plugged into the Brotherhood. Post your wins, post your struggles, send voice notes to other men. Schedule check-ins weekly with your brothers. Connection kills temptation, but silence feeds it. Stay plugged in, stay connected. Tip number 5, prepare for emotional triggers, not just the visual ones. The biggest holiday triggers aren't sexual, they're emotional. For many men, this season brings up childhood wounds, family conflict, disappointment, pressure, shame, feelings of inadequacy, feeling overlooked, feeling unwanted. Porn becomes the escape, but hear me out. Emotional awareness is emotional leadership. Before you disappear into your head, slow down and say, I'm feeling this way because of this. Name it, normalize it, and bring it into the light. Emotion loses its power when you begin to acknowledge it. Tip number 6 here, keep your body strong to keep your mind clear. Your body is the thermostat for your discipline. When you're feeling overeating, when you're exhausted, when you're drinking more, when you're skipping workouts, your willpower tanks, your cravings increase, your discipline collapses. So keep your foundation strong. Move your body every single day. Protect your sleep. Stay hydrated. Drink your water. Moderate your alcohol consumption. Don't let vacation become self-destruction. A strong body supports a strong brain. A strong brain supports strong choices. Tip number 7 here, enter the holidays with mission, not just a hope. Hope is not a strategy. Hope is not a course of action. You need a holiday mission, something like for the next 14 days, I commit to no porn, my daily 5, 10,000 plus steps, morning identity work, 2 check-ins per week. This is about momentum, direction, intention. A man who walks into the holidays with a mission becomes a different man on January 1st. But brother, the holidays don't break men. They reveal who they really are. And this year, you get to reveal a version of yourself you've never met. A grounded man, a disciplined man, a connected man, a self-aware man, a mission-driven man, a man who leads himself regardless of the environment around him. If you take these 7 steps seriously, if you walk into the season intentionally, if you commit to identity over impulse, you won't just survive December. You'll gain momentum going into 2026 like never before. Make this year the strongest finish ever. But you and I both know you can't do this alone. So if you're serious about winning this month, not just avoiding relapse, but actually rebuilding yourself, then you need men around you who are going in the same direction. And that's what I've created with the Rebuilt Man Brotherhood inside of school. It's the most driven, faith-focused, discipline-centered community of men fighting the same battle as you are and winning it together. And right now, you can join us for free for a 7-day trial. Inside, you'll get access to the 7-day porn reset, daily accountability, weekly coaching, a brotherhood chat, and a community of men who will walk this with you through the holiday season. Click the link down there in the show notes below. Visit school.com, SKOOL.com/reboot your life to start your 7-day trial and step into brotherhood alone. But brother, you cannot do December alone. The strongest version of you, your strongest year begins right now with the choice. Click the link down there below, school.com, SKOOL.com/reboot your life to get access to the 7-day trial today. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the inside.